Hello again. I know I'm not like as excited as, well, I don't know. I'm still pretty excited about doing this. I've just been like mm, just waiting for I gotta start over. Hey guys. Just kidding. I'm not doing a video every day, but I've kind of been just doing other things and kind of I said so much already. Like I processed a lot on here. So now I'm sort of just waiting and like, you know, if I have a chance, if I'm like highly caffeinated, um if I mean I don't really have anything to say. Um well, I did, and then when I clicked on and started recording, it kind of disappeared. Just trying to explain why I haven't been on here kind of erased what I came on here for. Oh no. That's okay. I had a really good day. I went to work at 8, and when I got there, there was only one massage scheduled for me to do, and I was like, oh man, another slow day. Oh well. And I just like kind of accepted it and was like, I'm not worried because I know that God's taking care of me. And then so I was just sitting in my room playing Candy Crush, and then I got 2 more. So I had 3 today, which was, it's a good day. 3 is a good day. Like it's just, 4 is good too. But like after 4, it gets too tiring though. So like 3 is a really good day. And then my friend was scheduled in the afternoon, and we've been planning to do a trade. So she had a one scheduled, but it wasn't the first one. It was like she had one scheduled for like the second hour of her shift. And so we were gonna do like, she decided she wanted me to go first, so I got a facial, and then I was gonna just hang around for an hour and like go on the beach and just like come back when she was done. And so I did. I charged my phone for a little while because playing the game and like watching videos, and for that first hour, it just like, killed my battery. And then I don't know, it charged a little bit, and I was like, you know what? I wonder if any massage therapists, well, one specifically, because I like his work. So I was like, I wonder if he's available. So I texted him and I was like, hey, can I pay you for half an hour massage? So like he said sure. So I went in and like I got a really good, really good half-hour massage. And then I came out to go do like my part for my friend, and she had gotten booked, right? So she's like, oh, it's okay, like just we'll do it next week, which is fine. I'll do it next week. But I don't know. It's good. She got more business, which it's good for her. For all of us, you know. Whenever we get booked, it's good. So, um, so I was like, all right, I'll come home. So I came home and I ate a little bit, and then I took a bath, and then I started my laundry, and I'm gonna go to in the morning and go to church. That's my plan. If my friend texts me that she can't meet me that early, then I'll probably, because I had so much caffeine today, and it was sort of an accident. I know it's just like an intentional accident, but not really, because so me and my friend, before she did the facial, she, went to Starbucks, and like she's ordering for us on her phone, and I give her the money, but she ordered it and she accidentally, I decided to get a chai latte, and she gets dirty chais, which is like the chai with a shot of espresso. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I've been wanting to try it, right? So, and then with soy milk, and I was like, yeah, you know, that sounds good too. I haven't had soy milk in a really long time. So I had but when she placed the order, she accidentally had 2 shots in it. So I'm getting the caffeine from the chai, 2 shots of espresso, and then I had an extra cup of coffee this morning, after I finished my one on the way to work. So I'm like, I am highly caffeinated. So I know I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble sleeping. I'm gonna wait for my laundry. So I'm okay that I'm awake now, but I really don't want to lay in bed for an hour, like just like going and going. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that happens to me when I drink too much coffee or caffeine. It doesn't give me the jitters. Like I'm not shaky. I'm not like not super hyper, but I know it's like got my brain going extra fast. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna put some like what are those? Some meditation music. So let's see. Yeah, and I was just watching one of my videos from the other day. It's interesting that sometimes I can't believe what comes out of me sometimes, honestly. And I'm just like, it's interesting to me. And like sometimes I'm a dork, and sometimes I'm like, get on with it. You know what I mean? But like most of the time, I can hold my own attention, which is good. I mean, I like I like myself. That's good. And we should all like ourselves. But I was gonna show you something. Solfeggio frequencies. Solfeggio. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it says, like, I'll show you. It says,
At the
oh, no,
ASPCA.
no, I don't want to play it. I just want to read it. Okay, 174 hertz frequency. It's a natural anesthetic. Relieves pain and gives your organs a sense of safety, love, and security, and encourages them to do their best. And 285 hertz. Heals and regenerates tissues, restructures damaged organs by sending message to tissues, bringing them to original form. Okay, 396 hertz. gives power to your goals. It eradicates feeling of guilt, even the guilt residing deep in the subconscious mind. 417 hertz removes negative energy from the body, home, and office. 520, because we talk about sound therapy and like the bowl, the singing bowls, people do it like, and it helps, because everything's a vibration. All energy is vibration. So the sound, it moves stuff around and like, just, it clears it out of your field. So 528. Oh, come on. 528 returns human DNA to its original perfect state. It brings transformation and miracles into your life. 639 enables creation of harmonious interpersonal relationships. This tone can be used for dealing with relationships problems, those in family, between partners and friends. I just read that. It's like, it sort of sounds like it's magic. Like, if you listen to it, if you play it, then all of a sudden everything heals. I don't think it's that easy. Could be. But I just started doing this, I think these ones that I'm reading now. Okay, let me finish reading them and then I'll tell you. 741 cleans the cells and detoxifies the cells and organs. So 852 awakens inner strength and raises cell energy. 963 hertz helps the pineal gland activation and is associated with awakening intuition. So I started listening to like music at night. But I didn't know. I don't think it was these frequencies. I think it was more just based on the title, like manifest miracles in your life, connect to God, and like just like based on the title, I was listening to them. But then like I found these, and it made sense. It makes sense because I know that like vibration is a thing, and there's like different vibrations. Of course it's a thing. Come on. I'm sorry, I'm like laughing at myself a little bit. So yeah, like everything like has a vibration. Some is slower, some is higher, some is faster, some is slower. And if you can move your field's vibration with outside vibration, it can help change stuff. And like I think that's also like what the cranial sacral therapy and massage therapy and energy healing or whatever, it's sort of like moving your energy, and it can clear it out and like make an empty space. And it can work without without you doing a whole lot at first. Like you'll just start to feel a little bit lighter, And things happen, and if you like let them happen, things can change. But the work doesn't stop there. Because I had some like crazy miracles happening, like from doing, like, getting the work done and praying, and things were changing because my energy field was changing. But because my mind was so set, it was like the way I thought was, in a way, it was like sabotaging me a little bit. Like, kept setting me back a little bit with my goals. And my friend would always tell me, your mind is so tricky. It's like the trickiest one I've ever come across, or whatever. And I didn't get it, and I still don't 100% get what he was saying, but I do on some level, because there's things that I don't really think about anymore that I kind of remember thinking about. But it's like, I think because I jumped like the synapses, you know what I mean? Like, there's like a bunch of grooves, right? So I finally jumped and started creating another groove. And so, like, the new groove is working, and the old groove kind of, not all of them, like, I still have some of my old thought patterns. I'm not saying like I fixed everything. And not that it needed to be fixed anyway, but to feel better and to get along better and to accept life with more grace. Yeah, I think that's the word. So it helps. Like, it helps a lot. So, but I did, like, there's some things that were always like firing and firing these thoughts, and I jumped some of those grooves. I finally like got out of it, and I created a different way, and I'm like trying to create as many new grooves as possible, like taking in other information and other points of view, so that like I don't make anything too deep. I want it like a sponge. I want my brain to be more pliable. That's the word. Because it is pliable. It's like you can return to the childlike state where you're completely open to taking in information and like retaining what you want, and like, but then like when you're an adult, you can make the choice of retaining, like choosing what you retain. Do you know what I mean? Because as a kid, you kind of have to like, you can retain a lot, like you can take in a lot, but when you're a kid, it's like you're kind of at the mercy of your parents and your siblings and your teachers, and just like you know, their repetitive um, thought patterns influence you, and it creates that same type of cycle in you. Especially, like, I think all kids want to please to some extent at a certain point. I think all people do at like to a certain extent, but when you can like get out of that, when you can get into yourself, not really get out of people pleasing. I mean, yes, you're gonna get out of that, but like when you get into yourself, then you don't try so hard to please other people. It's more like you're just you, and people come into your space, and you either get along with them or you don't. You can be cordial, you can, you know, have good conversations with them, but you don't have to, you don't have to build a deep relationship with everybody. And like, even if you have to work with somebody, like, if you don't match, like, if you don't, like, if you don't resonate with each other, like, you can be friendly without like worrying about what they think of you, or, you know, just be professional. And that's okay. Like, not everybody gets along with everybody. And when you stop trying to get along with everybody, and you just realize that you're you, and people who love you for you are going to come around. And like, if you love you for you, then you don't really need people around. Like, we need people, like, we need each other. There's no doubt about it, for lessons, for growth, for comfort, but it's different. it, it's not a codependent need. It's not like completely relying on somebody else, or like thinking that if this person's not in your life, it's the end of the world type. Like, we want close relationships, but I think closeness comes with freedom. Like, you're trying so hard to make sure someone stays in your life by pretending to be somebody, or trying to be what you think they want you to be. It just doesn't work. And I know, because I tried it. I've done it a few times. But like, I finally got over that, and it feels really good. Which is funny, because one of the people that I did that with, like, was telling me, he was like, don't try to please, just be you. But like for whatever reason, I didn't believe it. Like I didn't believe that I could be. And I think it was not really about him. It was about the environment as a whole. So, and like not unlearning my unconscious behavior and thought patterns. And it was just because, like, at the time, I guess I wasn't ready. So God helped me. It kind of forced me. I prayed, I asked for him to help me. And I told him, I want the truth, and I was like, I just kept praying for the truth. I want the truth, I want the truth. And like, I want to, like, I want it to be like a vessel for you, like like a empty, like I said, I'm yours. I told him, I said, I'm yours. Like, I want to help you get your message into the world. And I want to be able to, like, I want your love to pour out of me. That's what I asked him that. I said, I want your love to pour out of me. And so, like, he's been doing it. He's been, like, teaching me, bringing me to people who are showing me things. Like I said, he even like I know it's I'm trying not to sound crazy, but I don't think that's possible. In my mind's eye, my imagination, beyond, like, the physical reality, I saw it, my third eye, like I saw it. I saw him, like, reach out and pick me up out of that place. And so, like, he really does step in if he has to like, to get you where you need to go. And, like, you just have to listen. And, like, along the way, I mean, it's gonna be a challenge. Some of the stuff that's in us is, like, really, really deep. But we can all do it. Like, we can all do it. And mainly by really looking at ourselves and coming out of your automatic, unconscious sort of it's so funny. I know exactly what. Damn it. But, you know, I wouldn't I'm having a thing. realization. Um, it's like trying to get this out. It reminds me of my last teacher. Um, and it's like, oh, okay, that's what she was talking about. And then, but at the same time, like, okay, so when I realized that about my last teacher, I'm like, oh, that's what she was talking about. Now I get it. And then, so what happens after that thought for me was like, damn it. Like, maybe I should have kept going or whatever. But then, like, after that thought, I heard no. Because, like, if I hadn't taken you out of there, you would have never gotten it. So even if you're right there, right with someone who has this information, they can't make you see it. and it's not like, and it's sort of like, I've said this before, it has to be an experience. It has to, like, it can't come from someone else. Like, it can help get you there, it can help like jumpstart you or whatever, but like, there's a part you have to do on your own, like, with just you and God, so that you can get it, you can feel it, you can, like, yeah. Oh, I'm a little tired, which is good because as soon as my laundry's done, then I'm gonna go to bed. And it's still kind of early, so I'll get enough sleep for my long day tomorrow. But yeah, like, even if you know what's being taught to you is accurate and you know it's right, and you can kind of feel it, like, there's a stretch that you just have to do alone. Like, not completely alone. Like, I still hang out with my friends and stuff, and go out and do things, but for the most part, I've been just by myself. And kind of sitting through the uncomfortable silences. And I know at least the next 2 weeks is going to be a challenge for me. Because I made a decision that I'm going to get more focused and not try to fill the void. That's the best way I can describe it. Like with stuff or like routines or habits. So I really am gonna change things up. I didn't even make my coffee for the morning. It's not ready because I'm not gonna do the same thing in the morning. And tomorrow is 02/02/2020. So it's a mirror number. It's never gonna happen again. And like, it's just, it's crazy. And 2 2 2 2. I was all those twos. So yeah, that number I think is about God restoring a relationship with Him. So I was just thinking, when I got baptized again, we had planned, like there was an address and then it fell through, like that location fell through, and another one opened up for me that night on 3/3. Okay, so on March 3rd of 2019, I was baptized at 22222 Victory Boulevard. And then when he gave me the new address, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. So, and it's perfect with even with the word like victory. And then after I got baptized, I felt kind of empty. I felt like I was gone. And like fresh. And then I started hearing angels singing in the in between, like when I was half asleep and half awake. And yeah, I'm just like, if I can stay empty, like if I can stay calm and just see my habitual thoughts and see, instead of just like automatically getting my coffee in the morning and with my half and half, instead of doing that, just communicate with the Holy Spirit and let Him guide me to what's good for me. Because I'm starting to feel like maybe coffee and half isn't, like, I love the taste of it. I really love the taste of it. But maybe just the habit and the amount, gotta switch it up a little bit. We'll see what happens. I've got a plan for the next 3 days. And this is like a meditation and a cleansing and a, like, for me to get even closer to God. I'm gonna have nothing but water. Nothing at all will pass through these lips except for water for the next 3 days. Only 3 days. He told me 3 days is good. But like last time I did it, I had coffee too. And like, I mean, But this time, he said, I can't do it that way. So, and it's good that, like, the first day is going to be busy. I'll keep my mind off of the fact that, you know, I'm fasting. But, like, I really want to get closer to him because I'm close and I know he talks to me. Like, I hear him and I feel him. But there's just, like, there's more because I know there's still a few things that I had been holding on to. But tomorrow is the perfect day to start with all those twos and the mirror number, and just, it's perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm already hungry though, guys. I'm already hungry. I mean, you know, maybe I can eat now before I go to bed, and that won't be, that won't be breaking my fast. It'll just be like, yeah, I'll be just filling up before my fast. Yeah. All right. I can't do it. I did eat already, and it's bedtime, so I'm not gonna eat right before bed. It's gonna probably, he's just gonna, his grace, my grace is sufficient for you. That's what he said, and so I just have to remember that. Like, he'll give me the strength I need, because a lot of times, like I said, when I'm doing my paperwork and stuff, I think it's kind of like, if I'm empty, if it almost feels like he did it for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, whoa, it's done. Like, it's almost like he took over and he just did it for me. So if I can get empty like that and just kind of watch what he does, that would be incredible. Just, yeah. I mean, it is incredible because like, sometimes I am that empty and I can watch what he does and it's amazing. And, like, I want that to happen as often as possible so that his love can go into the world. And, like, and people can see that love and feel that love and want more of it. And then, you know, start waking up. Start watching what they're doing. Start paying attention to how they're treating people and how they're talking to themselves. And unlearning things that don't really serve them or humanity. You know, a lot of things that we've learned don't really serve anybody. And are, like, you know, everything that we think we know. is barely scratching the surface. And the more you know, the more you know you don't know. Like how expansive, how infinite, like everything really is. Whoa. I kind of wasn't here for a minute. I was actually in my painting. It was moving a little bit actually, which is weird because it can't. But I felt like it was. I felt like that. Like I'll show you the one I was looking at. Hold on, I'll show you. It was this one, and so like the little bees were kind of moving around, and like the water was almost glistening, and these were like kind of like they were blowing in the wind almost. And so that whole thing, like I can't even remember now what it was. Something about like, yeah, everything we think we know, like we don't know. Like it's not even like there's more, you know, like there's always more. I'm gonna put this back, and I'm noticing like I guess the way I've been sitting is kind of messing with my body. So anyway, yeah, I just think I think too much a little bit. But you know, it's good when I don't think. It's really awesome. Yeah, and like there's nothing there. I mean, yeah, there's still stuff there. There's always stuff there. But we can just look at it. We don't have to like we don't have to play with it. Like we don't have to repeat it. We can just look at it and say, "Oh. Oh, hey. I see you." Like I'm talking to thoughts, you know, like when you have a thought, like just, "Oh, there you are again. Yeah, I know you're there, but I don't want to deal with you right now." So, and the more you do that, the less that electron fires in between those two synapses. And the more you can like make new ones, new connections. New connections. You know, I wish I had a brain scan. You know how they do where like they show what parts of your brain light up when like I want one of those. I want to see what my brain looks like. And like but I also I wish I could compare like and I guess I could still do that. Like I could do that now and then in a year and do it again and see what the difference is. That would be an interesting experiment. But yeah, I just like I know we can change things. Like if I can do it, holy shit. Like if you knew me, maybe you can ask my sister. I don't know if she still see, like, I don't know. She might see now, but I'm not sure how much she sees. I think my mom says she sees. My dad, um, it's some of a couple of my friends might be able to see like the difference, but like I know there's a big difference because of the way I feel. Um, and like it's been gradual, but I can tell like they like I have different thought patterns now. There's still a few of the old ones which I'm working on, but like I look back at before I prayed like crazy, before I made the choice to change my life, and I don't recognize that girl. Like I know she existed. I know like that's who I was at that time. But it's not really like it was more like a small candle um under a lampshade. Like I was just like just hiding, like pretending like I was always still in there, but like so much of the unconsciousness and the emotions and the thought patterns, all the learned behaviors and stuff, like and all the and hiding and pretending, like trying to be what I thought somebody else wanted me to be, like it was so strong that it was almost like seeing a puppet, but I don't know if that's quite the right analogy or metaphor, because I don't know if like I don't think people were trying to control. I mean, maybe some people kind of were unconsciously, um, or maybe on purpose because it made them feel better. I don't know, and I'll never know because like they might not even know. But even okay, let's say they were trying to control me, or they were like on purpose or on like subconsciously, it doesn't matter. My part in that was allowing that need for approval and like whatever other weird stuff was in my mind, like me allowing that to happen and staying in that dynamic. Like every relationship has a dynamic, and like a certain dynamic only works when both people, like if it's in a healthy dynamic, it's like both people are involved. And so if you decide that you're not going to play that game, you're not going to stay in that sort of dynamic, then it doesn't work anymore and things blow up, it blows up, obviously, because one person doesn't want it to change and one person does. But after the transformation, even like a partial transformation, the dynamic shifts. And then you keep changing, then it shifts again. And the dynamic, based on you and your strength and what you're willing to put up with or not put up with, it just keeps shifting your relationships. And then working on conversation and working on speaking your truth without being rude or emotional. You can express your feelings without being overly emotional. And I played something out in my head last night about a conversation that I want to have. And it was so different than something I would have played in my head before. It's a fake conversation, obviously, because it's not I'm not really having a conversation with that person. And I used to have a lot of fake conversations with people, sort of anticipating what I want to say and what they were going to say. And I had so many of these fake conversations, and it tripped me up and it faked me out. But once I started realizing what I was doing, it happened less and less. It was just certain things, certain things though trigger when it's when it's important, you kind of want to plan a little, you kind of want to prepare. But last night when I was having the fake conversation, it wasn't playing over and over as many times as it used to, for one. And the other, I knew what I was feeling about the topic, but at the same time, I was seeing a whole bunch of different possibilities. It's possible they didn't know, not likely, but possible. It's possible that they're gonna freak out. But at the same time, looking at that, how I felt, and then saying, okay, but it doesn't have to be that over the top. You know what I mean? And I can go from another place too. It's even if they did know, it's my own responsibility to protect myself. So if you're telling somebody what you expect, what you're looking for, and you skip something, and then they totally do that thing that you didn't mention, it's your own fault for not mentioning it. So you kind of have to forgive them you don't have to, but it's like you can't blame them. And even if it's something that's like common sense, like you gotta still look at your part and just like know that you chose that. And like if you forgot for whatever reason to you know to be cautious of your heart, your your mind, whatever, like it's never one person's fault. Nothing is. And like you can say something to someone who did something wrong to you or whatever you feel like is wrong, but like you also have to look at your end. Like, how did you contribute? Did you ignore a gut feeling? Did you go against your core values? And when you look at your part, it also helps you to be more forgiving and more compassionate. And more like rooted in what is. So yeah, and I was thinking like a whole bunch of scenarios right now when I was going through that. So it might be a little scattered. I don't think the message was, but I am just watching what's happening inside of my brain, and I'm still like even keel. Like I don't think I'm like pretending to be anything. I'm noticing that all these scenarios that used to like make me really upset, like pissed off, angry, or sad, or whatever I used to like, it's just that automatic reaction, that like festering whatever, it's not festering. I'm just seeing it now and be like, oh shit, maybe I overreacted to this or that, or I get it, like, yeah, you have the right to be upset or whatever, but like now, like you gotta look at your part too, and like but I can see my part in a lot of it, and I don't have an issue anymore with it. because it's just what happened, and it's done. I made it through that, and I'm here, and I am feeling pretty strong. Smelling weed. Who the yuck. I don't really like the smell of weed. But whatever. People want to do that. I don't care. What was I? Oh yeah, feeling really strong. Feeling really peaceful, like at peace with my life. And I think I just made peace with my entire past, like right in front of you guys. Maybe not my entire past, but a lot of it. And whoa, just seriously, whoa. It's been a really long talk. Shit, I better go to bed. I'm gonna get my laundry and go to bed. And I'll still get plenty of sleep. It takes me 15 minutes to get to the gym. So even if I wake up at 7:30, I'll still be there in time. Whoa. Well, I am glad that I was able to share all of that with you, which has happened. A lot happened, actually. And whoa. Whoa is all I can say right now. Holy crap. I love it. I love it, and I love you all. And don't give up. Like, oh, if you would have seen me, let's say 5 years ago, really not, I'm like, I was a shell of who I am. Even 3 years ago, like everything was cracking, you know, like, I don't really want to use this word. Oh, okay, I'll use a different word because I don't want to use that word. The armor that I had on, like the protection that I like, all the stuff that like was hiding who I really was, all the thought patterns and behaviors and whatever was hiding who I really am, like 100%. 3 years ago, it started to crack, and a little bit of my light was getting out, a little bit, and I think a couple of big chunks just fell off. So anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. And just if you're doing this work and and you're getting frustrated, it's okay. It's gonna happen. Like, my friend used to tell me this all the time: be gentle with yourself. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And I just, like, for a while, it was hard for me to stop that. But again, I think it has a lot to do with the environment that you're in, the people you're surrounded by. And, like, no matter how much someone wants to give you the answer, and like they can't. You have to know it. You have to find it. So, and if you want to, you will. And it's okay if it takes a long time. Don't give up. You'll get through it. God's here for you. He's listening. He's just waiting for you to reach out. All right. And once you reach out, He'll start showing you things. Incredible things. And it's like, it's a piece that you can, it's what you've been looking for. Like, I'm pretty sure it's what we've all been looking for. That peace. So He's waiting, but it's up to you. Have a good night, okay?